Cristal, coming off of a busy week for the Pirates, you had a Monday spring break doubleheader against DePaul, and then on the road at PLU for the weekend conference. Give us a recap of those 6 games for the Pirates.
Yeah, it was fun playing a team that we don't know very well, and they were a good team, and so we actually liked having that challenge too of not knowing a whole lot about them and yet being challenged. They had a really good young freshman pitcher, but she was good. Challenged our hitters, and so we appreciated that, and then went into PLU knowing that PLU scores a lot of runs and that we couldn't take them for granted, and our bats just didn't quite come alive that first game like we needed them to, and we gave up, unfortunately, a couple of runs that they didn't earn, and it hurt us in that first game, but was happy with the way that the team responded, and especially happy with the way that Madeline responded even after, unfortunately, taking that loss, to come back on Sunday, where oftentimes teams do better because they a little bit know what to expect from the pitching, but yet Madeline to only give up 1 hit in 8 innings of pitching on Sunday was definitely a bright spot, especially heading into this next weekend.
You referenced it, but there's been a few points this season where the team has responded. They suffered a loss that maybe they didn't expect, but come back right away the next game and play really well.
Yeah.
What is it about the character of this team that allows them to do that?
Yeah, I think that for whatever reason, sometimes they get into, I think it happened at PLU a little bit, they started pressing once we kind of didn't get, we're used to maybe scoring quite a bit of runs, and it happens earlier in the game, and a couple of innings went by and that didn't happen. We kind of only had 1 run on the board, and then they start pressing, and then they start getting a little bit like, oh gosh, it's not happening, it usually happens, and not really knowing how to deal with that. But after they settle down that night, talk about it, make a plan, kind of reflect on the abilities that they actually do have, they're really able to kind of get back on track. And so coming together as a team and understanding that they've got to help each other out really motivates them.
This weekend, obviously, a really big series down at Linfield. What kind of challenge do the Wildcats present?
They're good, and I think that as a coach, one of the things that you try as your team is to make sure that your team knows going in that the game doesn't know who's supposed to win. Other people pick winners, but the game doesn't know who's supposed to win. And we've been really honest. We had a team meeting, and we know Linfield's a good team, but we also know that home runs don't define who should win or lose a softball game. And we've got a whole lot of pieces as a team, might not be the home run category, that look really, really good, and we think it's going to be a great matchup. And so we're looking for a really good outcome.